Hey, what's up guys? Danny from Danny Mac's Kitchen. Great to see you as always. As you guys know, I'm all about presentation when putting my recipes together because to me, presentation to the eye aesthetically is beautiful, and subconsciously, if it's presented beautifully, I think the food actually kind of tastes better. Not always the case though. I've been to many restaurants on a number of instances where I've gotten really beautiful food and I take a taste and it tastes like raw sewage, which is a little mean, a little harsh, maybe elegantly plated raw sewage. But no, seriously, like you go out and you get something that's just okay. But if it's presented to you beautifully, you know what? It kind of saves the meal. And I always say presentation is half the battle, and today's presentation is going to rock. We're going to make a Napoleon today. And no, we're not resurrecting the French military political leader. And we're not making the French pastry either. Today, Napoleon refers to something that is either sweet or savory and involves layering. So guys, today we're going to be making a roasted Portobello mushroom Napoleon. We're going to layer it with fresh mozzarella, some beautiful vine-ripe tomato. We're going to make a rocket pesto to go with it. It's going to present beautifully, and I am so stoked to show you guys how to make it right now. Let's prepare a simple and quick marinade for our mushrooms before we roast them. Just a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to say about 2 ounces. Some nice balsamic vinegar. It's going to give it a nice zing to it. I love that. About 2 ounces of that as well. About a teaspoon each of onion powder, garlic powder, some fresh pepper, of course, to your taste, and just a tish of salt. And we're just gonna whisk this together. Now, for this presentation, I have medium-sized portobello mushrooms. They can be a little smaller, but sometimes the mushrooms are like dinner plate sized. You know, definitely avoid those because it's gonna make for a really crappy presentation. Just real simply, dip the mushrooms into the mixture, both sides. Get it a good soaking. Have a foil-lined baking sheet ready because we're just going to place these right on the sheet and we're going to roast them. I think 15 minutes should be a perfect amount of time at 375. We'll check back in a little bit. If not, we'll let it go a little bit longer. All right, let's take a look, see where we're at. It's been about 20 minutes for me because I think my oven's not calibrated perfectly, so it took a little bit longer. But this is what you're looking for. Nice and roasted, delicious. Soft to the touch. Let your portobello mushrooms cool down completely to room temperature. While doing so, we're gonna toast some pine nuts in preparation of our pesto that we're gonna put together. Just spread it out evenly. And we're gonna bake this at the same temperature, 375 degrees, for about 5 minutes. And make sure you keep an eye on it because they can burn pretty quickly. After 5 minutes, guys, this is what you're looking for. Nice, beautiful, golden brown color. Allow these to cool completely before we move on to the next step. Let's put this on low until it's nice and combined, but you don't want it smooth, so let's do that. All right, let's plate this up, guys. First, what I want to do is I want to take the mushroom and on a bias, I'm going to cut it in half because they're pretty big. And it's just going to make for a nice presentation. So when I mean at a bias, I mean just at like a sharp angle, not directly in half. So let's get that out of the way. And I told you that Napoleon means involving different layers, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a piece of mushroom down, followed by a piece of mozzarella, followed by a nice slice of tomato. And I'm going to put a little of our delicious pesto drizzle right on top, and then I'm going to create our next layer. So let's create another layer. I think all in all, we'll do like 3 layers. So mushroom, mozzarella, tomato, pesto. Easy. For the third layer, what I'm going to do is instead of adding another mushroom, I'm just going to add another piece of cheese and top it with another piece of tomato. Just like that. Oops. Okay. Beautiful. Some more pesto on top. A little bit around the plate. A couple drops. And I have a little balsamic syrup that I'm going to drizzle on top of this. And I made that simply by just reducing balsamic until it became syrup consistency. It takes about 5 minutes. And we're just going to drizzle that around. And it makes for an awesome presentation. It adds a lot of flavor too. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Enjoy, guys. Guys, I love making Napoleons because they're super easy to put together and they're super versatile. I mean, you could pretty much layer whatever you want. I mean, be creative. Try like maybe some roasted eggplant or some grilled zucchini or even some nice slices of roasted red pepper. All those will work. It's entirely up to you. Be creative. All I ask from you guys in the future is that you just don't slop food on the plate anymore. Really pay attention to detail and make it look nice for the person that you're serving it to. And United did a good job. When you look at that plate and you say to yourself, would I serve that to my mom? Only you know the answer to that. Guys, if you have any questions or comments about today's episode, please leave a comment below and I will absolutely get back to you. Please share this with your friends and family. Give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so now for the best weekly video recipes. Great seeing you guys. Danny from Danny Mac's Kitchen.